they need to immediately enter bipartisan, bicameral negotiations to develop a proposal that actually meets the moment and matches the scale of the crisis. I yield the floor and note the absence of a quorum.
What's going on, guys? The Senate started early today, and that was just Chuck, uh, and he was upset about the bill. Let's see if we can catch what was said. They started early today, literally. Normally they start at 10, and it seems they might have started at 9:30 today. See if there's any other person that wants to talk today. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, man. Chuck, he holds us down. He holds us down for sure. Uh, but I hear there's a new bill, but the bill is not what everybody expected it to be. It's going to be several bills, which is kind of weird. They need to put something all into one deal, but they want the Senate wants to do pretty much separate bills for separate issues. Maybe it works. So from what I'm hearing is that they're proposing a $1 trillion bill for the next second stimulus. They are still talking about they want to have another direct payment, but yeah, we will see. I'm kind of bummed out that I missed the beginning talks, and there's no like return. Like, let's see if I can bring it back now. I wish we could just bring back the session, but it started 6 minutes ago. Well, I started watching it 6 minutes ago, maybe. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I'm bummed out. I was hoping that they would. Let's see. Yeah, I was hoping that they would have started that early, but we'll see if there's another guy that shows up. If not, we must have missed the majority leader talk. And by the way, he's in trouble right now. He is most definitely in trouble right now. Senate Majority Leader, they got to vote his. He's from Kentucky, and they got to. His office is for the taking this year, and with the whole talks about what's going on with Breonna Taylor in Kentucky, and I don't know, have they arrested anybody about that case? It doesn't look good for the gentleman. Let's see if we miss Mitch. Oh, I think Mitch is coming in. That is that Mitch? I don't know. We'll find out right now.
Madam President.
Oh, we didn't miss him.
Majority Leader.
As an exemption further to proceed another quorum call, be essentially.
Without objection.
I know of no further debate.
Let's see what he proposes for the new stimulus, guys.
Reserved. Morning business is closed. Under the previous order, the Senate will resume consideration of S4049, which the clerk will report.
Calendar number 483 S4049, the bill to authorize appropriations for fiscal year 2021 for military activities of the Department of Defense and so forth and for other purposes.
I know of no further debate.
If there's no further debate, questions on adoption of the amendment 2080? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. The amendment is agreed to. Question now occurs on Amendment 2301 as amended.
As for the ayes and noes?
Is there a sufficient second? There appears to be. Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Alexander, Ms. Baldwin, Mr. Barrasso, Mr. Bennett.
Okay, so they're voting
Mrs.
for a
Blackburn,
military
Mr.
bill
Whitcomb,
right now.
Mr.
So we
Blunt,
might
Mr.
have missed
Booker,
Mitch
Mr. Bisbee, Mr. Braun,
McConnell's
Mr. Brown,
opening
Mr.
statement.
Burr,
Hopefully,
Ms.
let's see.
Gabriel,
He's still there.
Mrs.
Let's see if he's going to
Capito,
say
Mr.
anything.
Cardin, Mr. Carper, Mr. Casey, Mr. Cassidy, Ms. Collins, Mr. Coons, Mr. Cornyn, Ms. Cortez Masto, Mr. Cotton, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Crapo, Mr. Cruz, Mr. Daines, Mr. Duckworth, Mr. Durbin, Mr. Enzi, Ms. Ernst, Mrs. Feinstein, Mrs. Fisher, Mr. Gardner, Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham, Mr. Grassley, Ms. Harris, Ms. Hassan, Mr. Hawley, Mr. Heinrich, Ms. Hirono, Mr. Hoven, Mrs. Height-Smith.
Aye.
There he goes. Looks like we might have missed it. So the Senate proceeding started early, guys, today. Normally it starts at 10. Looks like it started around 9:30 because we saw Chuck Schumer talk and Charles Schumer talk, but now it seems like, and then we just saw Mitch. He just came in and left, so it seems like they're
Mr.
gone.
King, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. King, Ms. Klobuchar, Mr. Langford, Mr. Leahy, Mr. Lee, Mrs. Leffler, Mr. Manchin, Mr. Markey,
I'm so pissed that they started off so early.
Mr. McConnell, Ms. McSally, Mr. Menendez, Mr. Merkley, Mr. Moran, Ms. Murkowski, Mr. Murphy, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Paul, Mr. Perdue, Mr. Peters, Mr. Portman, Mr. Reed, Mr. Risch, Mr. Roberts.
Okay, so this is
Mr. Romney,
for the National
Ms.
Defense
Rosen,
Authorization Bill right now.
Mr. Rounds, Mr. Rubio, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Sass, Mr. Schatz,
These guys are not
Schumer.
even there, guys. They already made their vote, and they'll send their clerk
Mr. Scott
to
of Florida, Mr.
deliver
Scott of South
the.
Carolina,
They're not present.
Mr. Shelby, Ms. Sinema, Ms. Smith,
But you do
Ms.
see
Scavenow,
Mitch right there
Mr.
hanging
Sullivan,
along. So let's see if he's going to say
Spencer,
something after this
Mr.
voting
Fu,
bill.
Mr. Tillis, Mr. Toomey, Mr. Udall,
How's the audio? Can
Mr.
y'all hear
McConnell,
them talk?
Mr. Warner, Ms. Warren, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Mr. Young.
All right, cool. I gotta put a mental note that they start at 8 o'clock on Thursday or something like that. What I'll do is from now on, I'll check in because they normally put the time when you show up to the website. This is from the Senate floor website, guys. So if y'all been wondering where I would get this information from, however, it's not like I could look like what they're recording now won't be viewable until the next couple coming days. If that was the case, I would just, I'll wait into the afternoon to watch these videos, but it takes a while. Let's see. Okay, you hear them 75%. Let me see if I can put the mic. I have purchased a new mic for like $20. Just increase the audio. I don't know. We work it. We work it. We work it. Yeah, he's supposed to lay out and I'll post this up right here. He's supposed to lay out the plan today, and so that's why I wanted to catch him talking, and perhaps he hasn't said anything yet, but I was hoping that he said something early. He might have said something early about the plan. We did hear from Chuck Schumer, and he was not happy. He said that the plan was lacking a lot of funding, and there was some issues with the plan, but missed the plan, missed the talk. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, we ain't miss anything. Normally, they'll go on all day. I'll stick around a little longer, maybe for another hour to see whether or not someone proposes a plan. After this vote right here, I should see something. What and for you guys, like I said in my other videos, I'm gonna just trim
Senators
these.
voting in the affirmative: Height Smith, Inhofe, Langford, Manchin, McConnell, Peters, Reed, Shaheen, Smith, and Tillis. No senator voted in the negative.
Yeah. So, like I said, I will. What I'll do is I'll trim these videos down, so that way, if there's something interesting come out, I'll republish a video. That way, you'll catch it. So you don't have to watch stuff like this. But I like catching you guys watching it with me. That's why we hear it live or something like that. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they might do that. But I was hoping that they would make a proposal on the floor right here.
Aye.
Someone mentioned. Let me put this up right here. Sometimes there is a press conference with the details on the plan being proposed. That's possible. So we'll keep our eyes on the street because if it's another channel or if it's another
Durbin.
if
Aye.
it's another website, I'll go to that website and we'll watch
Aye.
them talk about it live. And today the video is not lagging. You know what I mean? The video's not lagging, but today they started early. Awesome. Well, awesome. And I woke up super early today. I'm talking about 3 o'clock this morning. This is nice. This is perfect. Yeah. That's something I would love. Keeping people honest. You know what I'm saying? I understand, the like people at work, they need a little privacy, but I would love to hear the discussion and people cursing and they cursing at work. It's like fuck that, blah blah blah, all that shit. Because you can't fire them. once you get voted in, the people fire them. Your coworker can't fire you.
Aye. For Udall. Aye. Ms. Hassan. Aye.
Right where it happens. See who voted, who didn't vote it. Oh, and if that's someone from your state, you can hold them accountable for not voting. Say, no, you didn't want the bill. We saw you. You say you didn't want the bill. We saw you. Gonna remember that. One thing is, the people in Kentucky need to remember how Mitch has been handling the Senate this year, for sure. They have to remember that. Like he must think he's bulletproof, and like no one's they won't take his seat away. but he needs to do a lot better than what he's been doing. Especially Kentucky, they're really hurting, man. They had large lines just to get unemployment. There was a bunch of different. They had to go different counties so they can get unemployment because there wasn't enough offices open.
Mr. Roberts, aye. Mr. Kane, aye. Mr. Menendez. Mr. Menendez, aye.
Yeah, they started early today. They started early today for sure. Maybe hopefully tomorrow
Mr. Young,
we can catch them talking, or later on today. I'm gonna keep an eye out to see whether or not they're gonna outline the bill. Let me see if there anything on the news yet. But yeah, that's total bummer.
Mr. Sanders, no.
Oh, there go the haziness. There goes haziness. Because I
Mr.
looked
Blunt,
at
aye.
see if we can bring it back. All right. Yeah. Let me remove it. All right. I'm back. Let me see if I could get it back to its normal self when I relaunch it. And oh, there you go. Well, we learned something. Were they just giving each other daps right there? Did y'all see that little dap they just did? That little. They must be buddies, huh? Little dap right there. Oh man, I was hoping to hear some shots fired today, man. I'm upset. They started too early, man. Oh man, they started too early. So pissed off. I'm gonna be here for an hour, guys. If if you got to go, it's okay. It's cool. I'm gonna hang out for an hour. While we're waiting, you could ask me any questions if you have any other questions while we're waiting to see if there's someone. Because right now they're doing a vote, and so I could put this on mute for a second because they're not talking right now. If somebody starts talking, I'll take it out of mute. All right. Let me put it right here.
Mr. Enzi.
Okay, cool. Put it right here. And let's I can mute it.
Wicker.
There's no way I'm muting it. Oh yeah, I can mute it right here. All right. Okay, that worked. There you go. All right, so yeah, man. pretty much I'm capturing all of this because it is a popular topic, and a lot of people are really interested in this. I want to try to get that crowd. Man, they started early. Black Ham is here. Shout out to Black Ham. They started early today. Normally they start at 10, and so right now they're voting, but they're not voting on a new stimulus package. They're voting on a military bill. But so I thought I would just hang out here for a while, see if someone else shows up, see if they bring up the topic of the stimulus bill, outlining what they want for the bill. From what I've been hearing this past week, the Republicans have been arguing about the bill because some Republicans were not included during the drafting of the bill they have already. So it was a big issue with that I guess some Republicans have their special interest they want to put into the bill that was not put into the bill. So yesterday, last night, they proposed something over a $1 trillion bill. The original bill, first carried bill, was I think $3 trillion. So now they're trying to go for a $1 trillion bill. They did mention they still want to do direct payments. Who's going to get direct payments? I don't know. Possibly if you already have a 9 to 5, you won't get a direct payment. If you already have a 9 to 5. Or maybe you will, who knows? But it might be lower compared to someone who is unemployed. And then I think if you are, this is what I think what's going to happen with the bill. Mind you, we can talk about whatever, guys. I think also with the bill, with the payroll tax cut they're going to do for an incentive for people to get back to work. So imagine you work hard, but you get maybe in your check now you're getting an extra $100, $150 because they're not taking those taxes from you. Or maybe it's an extra $250 you're getting on your check every 2 weeks. So it's like $500 you're getting every month because of the payroll tax cut they're giving people. That's not bad, is it? You know what I mean? You got a job, you're just making a little, plus you're making a little extra, and it shouldn't hurt you. And possibly you also get a stimulus direct payment. It might not be as big as the $1,200 they originally gave everybody, because if they're talking about a $1 trillion bill. But here's the thing also, they said the original bill, this is 2 weeks ago, they were saying this. The original bill, they still haven't used all of the money from the original bill. So there's a lot of money still hanging out there that I'm assuming they're just gonna just take and smash into this bill as well and include it. So pretty much, but as y'all watching, man, if y'all have any questions for your boy, I'm here, man. I'm here to talk, you know what I'm saying? Ace talks. Let me see what I've been up to. I've been editing some footage for the other channel. I edited some footage. I was like halfway done with the editing. Well, not halfway done, but I was pretty much deep into the editing, and then the editing software I had, it crashed. And so when I rebooted the editing software, all that editing disappeared. It was like 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was like, yo, I ain't even eat no food yet. And so I just said, you know what? So after this, I'm get back to editing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking about, even though we have strict rules here in Colombia as far as going out, I'm thinking about stepping out, even though, and man, a lot of people step out. I got to keep it 100. A lot of people step outside, and as long as you're not going to the grocery store or you're not going into an establishment, people are not going to stop you. And depending on where you're going, you are allowed to step out. Like I can step out right now if I'm going to pick up some medical stuff. You know what I mean? So if I could use that to my advantage on my way, picking up stuff that I get a little filming in, and also I need to run some errands. I think it's cool, man. I think it's cool. Yeah, they still doing this voting thing, man. Nobody got questions for your boy? It seems like in my other channel, man, I be having a bunch of questions. Nobody got questions today. Ask the question, or maybe people scared to ask, man. It's Ace Talks. It's a different channel. Oh, man. Oh, and then my other channel, I don't know if some of you guys noticed that the comments are disabled and maybe don't know why, because I've been running some tests to see whether or not YouTube will promote my videos without comments. And sure enough, I've been seeing that it is happening. But I know there's other channels that do the same, and YouTube promotes their videos like at a high rate, because they're always talking about interaction. The more interaction you have on your channel, the more your videos are going to get views, or be popular. And these channels don't even have interactions like that, but they're doing well. Okay, here's a question someone asked right here. Let me put it up on the screen. It says, you like Barranquilla or Medellin, or more as a city? Both cities are cool, man. Both cities are different, though. I mean, if you go to Medellin, depending on where you're staying, if we're talking about like moving to Colombia, living there, I lived in both places. I stayed in a tourist area when I was in Medellin. I was living there for 3 months, like literally close to their popular park. I was a block and a half away from there. It was cool. I loved it. I had a nice, cozy little apartment, great view. I really didn't go out as much as I could have, because it was like my first experience being out of the country, living out of the country. So I found myself more inside the house. But now I'm a little bit different since I've been traveling. Medellin is cool, man. It can feel congested though. You can feel like you're being eaten up, like someone is eating, like swallowed up. And that's Medellin. I heard Bogota is even bigger. But I like Barranquilla because it's a different type of style. The people look different. Most definitely. There's more melanated people here. Not black, but there's more melanated style people here. And so you notice that off top, the people look different compared to when you go to Medellin. It's a big different thing. Both places can be cheap to get around town. Food. I never talk about this. If you look at my channel, I never really talk about food too much, because Medellin food was not top notch. It was not top notch. Here, I don't know, because we're in the coast, I can find a lot better food here. Granted, when you go to Medellin, there's a lot of, especially in the tourist area, but then when you go downtown, you got a lot of different restaurants you can go to, and you'll see like chicken outside and everything. And the chicken, some of the chicken has just been sitting there for hours, just on top of each other. And the reason why, the way they cook the food over there is a little bit different than what you'll see in other cities, and it's because Medellin is a on a go city, pretty much. People are in and out and going. So being in Medellin is interesting because when you're in Medellin, you see a lot of people. They stop at the food and go. Everything is prepared. So when people show up, I prefer food to be cooked per order. I show up, hey, can I get this? And then they cook it, depending on where you at. But then when you go to you'll go to like these fast food restaurants and you'll order some stuff and the fries will be already stale. The fries been sitting there for a while because they want to be ahead of the game in serving people. And then they have small portions, but that's mostly the whole city, the whole country. You can get like small portions, and if you're like used to that, big portion. Or look, if I want extra fries, like a large fry, you're assuming the fries will be like this, but it comes in a like a cup. It's like, yo, what's the difference between these fries and the fries I'm getting in Colombia? So like, let's say this is like a medium, right? So this brim right here is the, put it right here. This brim right here is the medium, and then this is the large right here. Fry, it's like, yeah. So it was a lot of stuff to get used to. But I'm answering questions, guys. If you got any questions. Someone asked me interesting experiment. Have I been adjusting the tag? In some videos I have been adjusting the tags. I've been doing YouTube for a while. Even YouTube has said the tags are not as important as your title and your description. Your tags come last. All right, and you can do a test on your tags and type in your tag. And because the thing about doing tags, if it's too, hold on, looks like is somebody talking? Let me see. No, somebody's sitting down. All right. Yeah, so the thing about tags are, when you put tags, you could be putting tags and you might be competing with a lot of different channels with the tags. I personally I watch different channels that are working, and I'll see, okay, or channels that I want to model my channel to be similar to, not what I'm being compared to, but what I want. And I'll look at that channel and I'll be like, okay, what are they doing? Or what tags they have they're putting in. And some barely have any tags. Some just have like tags. It's not a lot. Because I think when you put too many tags, you might be burying your content underneath the competition. And so YouTube was always going to promote like their better interaction video. So these guys are on the floor right now. Looks like they're having a conversation. They're signing. I guess they have to sign their signature. These are all the senators right now. Looks like bills has been amended. Their military bill has been amended. Good for them. And so yeah, we're waiting for them to start talking. So after this, we'll see if they're gonna continue to talk about something else. Shout out to Rambo 4 and Game Bread Noel. What's up with you guys? I'm answering questions, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to answer. My voice is messed up. Hold on. Let me put this up. Okay, somebody heard me. Let me know. Let me know if it's all right. Yeah, man. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you could you can ask me. Go ahead and ask me. So yeah, it's a process being a YouTuber, man. And that's one thing too. Like if you have old videos, you got to remember to go back to those old videos and refresh the information on those videos. That way they can get back to getting some views. Okay, so you can hear me well. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, so might be your computer, David. I don't know. It might be your computer or your internet. So yeah, so that's the one thing you gotta go back, refresh. I got 10 people here. Like I be constantly talking to YouTube. Okay, we got a question. Hey Ace, how long do you think we all be in quarantine? Okay, Melvin. I guess Melvin is in Colombia. Man, depends on the city you're in. If you're in Barranquilla, I've been talking to the security guard. You gotta like talk to the locals, right? So I've been talking to the security guard, and he's been telling me, hey, the city been doing a lot really good with the rules and everything. It looks like we might be, allowed to get more liberties, like going to the beach. So we'll have to see. You know what I mean? We'll have to see. Facts. Why do you think the volcano video blew up, or my volcano video? Oh man, that is a blessing and a curse. All right, and I want to do a video about that. It's a blessing and a curse. So I was actually talking to YouTube yesterday, right? And so I contacted them to tell them about the my viral video and how YouTube was not what you what I've been noticing. It's not. I don't know if it's fact or not, but YouTube is just seems to be just promoting that video to a certain demographic. And I'm like, yo, what's up with my other videos? I've been having issues with that video for a while. It's a blessing because I'm at 70,000 subscribers. I just looked at it yesterday. I'm at 70,000. I need 30,000 more so I can get the check, you know. But to be honest about YouTube, and you can look at all your other favorite creators, even the ones that got millions of subscribers. Just because you have millions of subscribers or 100,000 subscribers does not guarantee you're going to get views. Even for me, 70,000, I barely sometimes can crack 2,000 views. This is the nature of YouTube now. YouTube was something special in the past, but now it's straight business, and they want you to get in line. They're not about promoting creativity in terms of you introducing something new to your channel. If you do that, YouTube will not promote your video properly. That's just off the rip. Then, you know, not only do they tell people to subscribe, right? Like subscribe, but not only should you subscribe, but now you have to click a bell to get notified. It's like, how many different steps? Like, I want to see this comment. I want to see this video. If I don't get notified, I need to see it when I get on YouTube. You know what I mean? And that doesn't happen. There's plenty of times where people contact, like, yo, where you been? And then that has happened to me. Like, I don't see a content creator that I follow for a while. I'm like, damn, I see this content creator for a while. And then I look at your channel feed, and I'm like, yo, they've been uploading. I haven't got no notifications. That's wild. It's wild. That's the system we live in right now. It's a terrible situation. So that's why you have a lot of content creators are going to other platforms, and that's just to stay afloat. I mean, if you can get to a point where you do have like a successful channel or something, or you got like a team with you, most definitely start. Like for me, I have all my videos. I keep all my videos. Like if YouTube were to erase my content, I keep everything. So I've been really considering like all my videos on different platforms, like repurposing them, you know, and so that way people, I could like, because what happens before, I'm gonna give you a little history. All right, this is before I was a YouTuber. And this is when YouTubing was like really fun and really lucrative, and really like before their algorithm, they'll mess everything up. And then before Facebook started something with YouTube. So a lot of people were benefiting off of YouTube and the Facebook combination, because Facebook is such a huge monster. I don't be on Facebook like that, but sometimes I'll go look at Facebook, and then I find myself on Facebook for a good amount of time spending it. I'm like, so I can only imagine the people who stayed on Facebook. And if Facebook realized, look, we got all these people coming on our platform but leaving because they saw a YouTube video, we're gonna stop that. So they stopped promoting YouTube videos on the platform. They might do it once, but they don't. It's not something they're gonna always do. They don't do that. So it's like, not if you want to create something, you're gonna have to create it and post it exclusively for Facebook. And Facebook, they monetize. So I mean, it is a cool thing to do if you can do it. Like I've been really seriously thinking about posting a lot of my content on Facebook. It's not gonna hurt anything, and what you have to, but you got to get to at least 10,000 followers. So once you get to 10,000 followers, then you can get to monetizing your videos. Well, most definitely, I would like to just. I got a couple. I want to put all my videos, but I got a couple of hit videos that I'll put on there and see what it do for sure. I love to do it. You know what I mean? So Facebook, then Instagram. I don't know how people monetize yet on Instagram unless they selling something on the ads, but they could use. Oh yeah, the way they monetize is if they have a certain following, they can do a sponsorship. So that's what Instagram and that's what TikTok. People with TikTok. Matter of fact, so let's talk about David Dobrik. He's like a big influencer here on YouTube. And so with David Dobrik, you see his videos. His videos are super crazy hypersexualized, but it's not too sexualized. It's he's not a teenager. He's in his young 20s, and he does crazy outlandish pranks to his friends. And he'll have like these crazy outlandish thumbnails, chicks with big boobs, kissing, stuff like that. A lot of the stuff unmonetizable. Sometimes he puts copyrighted music, right? He'll put like copyrighted music, everything, but his content is like really it's entertaining because it's only jokes, right? But throughout those jokes is really entertaining, and a lot of people follow him, right? He has that young crowd following him, and that crowd's strong, right? So what a lot of advertisers approach him. And one advertiser, I think the advertiser named SeatGeek or something like that. Yo, they throw thousands of dollars at this guy. Thousands of dollars. I swear he bought at least 5 people Mercedes-Benz. Right? This is off of advertisement. He bought 5 people Mercedes-Benz. This throwing money, and then he has one of these shirts because he's so like his thumbnails are so iconic, right? He sells merch, and his merch is called clickbait. he makes a killing, but so he stopped promoting content. I'm gonna answer the next question, right? David, I see your question. I'm asking you next. He stopped uploading videos on YouTube, right? And he's now on TikTok. First off, TikTok paid him to be on the platform. One, right? They paid him to be on the platform, and he's so popular on the platform. And he's making like 1-2 minute videos, getting millions of views, right? And he's getting sponsorships for those videos. So it's more easier because when you talk about being on YouTube, you have to sit down and edit your video. You gotta film it, edit it, upload it, everything. Then you have your cell phone or you have a nice camera, whatever, and you film the video. And the video is a 1 minute, 2 minute video. It's not that hard. Maybe creating an idea that's super cool that you can make people go wow in 1 minute. It's not that hard, right? So he does that video, right? He makes that video, and then next thing you know, he uploaded 2-3 million views off 1 minute. I'm gonna stay with the little TikTok right now. I'm gonna do a little TikTok because this video is also sponsored. This is video sponsored by Blase, blah blah blah. Damn, let's talk about the new guy. Well, he ain't new, but he's been killing the game. Mr. Beast. Well, you know what? Before I get to Mr. Beast, let me answer David's question or read his comment. Ace, I've been living in Thailand. Let's put it up here. I was looking at some Thailand videos this morning too. Hold on, let's see if it goes up. Should go up in a second. Ace, I've been living in Thailand for 7 years now. I'm very interested in moving to Manizales. Is that Colombia? I've never been, if you're asking. Have you been there? Oh, yeah, you were asking. What do you think about it? Yeah, I have never been to Manizales. I've heard of it, and to be honest with you, this whole trip, and maybe I'm stubborn, because I'm hearing people are having fun in Mexico right now. But to be honest, I don't want to leave, and the reason why I don't want to leave is because I feel like, I want to have a proper chance to film Colombia, because I spent too much time in certain cities, and me being in Barranquilla this long obviously was never the plan. The plan was for me after the carnival, I was gonna go to excuse me. After the carnival, I was gonna go to back to Santa Marta and then explore Santa Marta a little more. Then after Santa Marta, I was gonna go to what other cities next to Santa Marta, just explore that. I think it's called Pereira. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Do that, then come back, go to San Andreas, check out San Andreas, discover San Andreas, see how that is, meet the people, talk to the people. After that, make my way. It's crazy. I still don't feel like going to Bogota. I still right now don't feel like going to Bogota. But maybe I would have went and fell in love with the city. But still don't feel like going to Bogota. Would have went to Antioquia. Flew into Rio Negro. Rio Negro is actually the airport everybody flies into. I didn't know that. I thought when I landed in Medellin, I was in Medellin. No, I'm in another city. I'm in Rio Negro. Right? Flew into Rio Negro Airport. Spent some time in Rio Negro Airport, and then head to Guatape area, El Payon area, and hang out with my boy. Y'all seen him. You've probably seen some of the videos. He lives in a finca over there. Spent maybe 2-3 days over there. I'm out of there. Then head to Medellin just to make a quick 2-3 videos. If that's Manizales was in that area, it would have been on the list. And then head to Cali, and then discover the cities in that area, the other cities next to Cali and everything. After that, I would have took off and I would have went south. I would have wanted to go south. I wanted to go to Ecuador. That's where I would have wanted to go. Ecuador to a beach town. It's like a beach city. And I wanted to see how the energy is there. I've seen it in videos, and I wanted to see how the video, how the energy was. I heard Ecuador, they take American money, but I wanted to see, because of them taking American money, is it as expensive of staying there? Of course, I would have been staying in a hostel, but yeah, I was aiming for going to, I think the place is called Montanica, Ecuador. So I was gonna spend some time there. On my way, I would have probably stopped at Quito for a couple days. Then what I was really excited about is just meeting new people as I travel, because I was planning on staying on hostels if it made sense, because you always finding the most interesting people as a solo traveler in hostels. So that was my highlight. So we can get back to Mr. Beast, but yeah, I plan to, if I can, go to Miley Cyrus. And then if anybody have any questions, comment down below and I'll answer them. We'll answer one more. Ace in. Oh, Brazil. Yes. Brazil. Because a friend of mine was actually in Brazil, right? And so that whole thing canceled. And so her idea of going to Brazil was going through the Amazon and then making her way to a major city. And I said to myself, Amazon, that would be something I would love to do. And I know my audience would have liked that idea that I was with someone that spoke Portuguese. That way it would have been all easy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're doing a vote for the. Let's just vote. They're voting the bill in. It's not the bill for the. It's not the bill for the stimulus. They're voting the military bill in. So Brazil would have been awesome if I could have went over there and then just to see what everybody is going crazy for, and just maybe I could find some cool people who could show me around town, some some dope content creators. That would have been dope. Yeah, so let's get into Mr. Beast. So we were talking about YouTubers who are like crushing the game. So Mr. Beast, he had developed an app, right? Mr. Beast is a guy that just does outlandish things on YouTube, and so he was doing it for a while and never really got any exposure. And then boom, he finally got exposure, and so he's been getting like a lot of ad revenue. And so what he does, he invests all that ad revenue back into his channel by paying people ridiculous amount of money. And people like to see this. So like he'll give somebody $100,000. Oh, I'm giving random people $10,000 with the ad revenue. And I had to do my taxes, man. And so pretty much when it comes to like the 10, I forgot the name of the 10 something, like all the money you use for business purposes, if you use that money, you can declare that money. So for him, I'm assuming all that, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter because he was going to have to pay that in taxes. So either he paid in taxes or he used money. You get what I'm saying? So you'll see videos of him giving out a Tesla, him just giving out. He'll tell people like, okay, last person to keep their hand on this car wins it. Last person to keep their hand on the wall wins $100,000. And then he'll come in and he's like, look, if it's like hours later or 10 hours, 20 hours later, he'll come on, look, what y'all want to do? I'll give you $40,000 right now to take your hand off the wall. If you want to take your hand off the wall, or you hold it, you'll be rocking out here for waiting until you win. And they'll see who wants the 40, like fuck it, you know. So they really do that. So he created an app. You know, I don't subscribe to him, but I heard about the story, right? He created an app, right? That, you know, mind you, he got millions, maybe I think like 23 million subscribers. And he created, and he gets these views around no minimum than 15 million views, right? So he got an app. And in the app basically is like, look, it's like a bunch of boxes in here, and he says, look, put your hand here, right? Let me see. Put your hand here and don't move your hand. If you move your hand, you lose. But if you keep your hand here, you win $100,000, right? Not $100,000. Yeah, $100,000, right? And so when they started it, it was like 1 point something million people with their hands just hanging right there, right there. And then as the day, it didn't even last 24 hours. I don't think it lasts 24 hours. If it did, I think it didn't last more than 2 days, because people messed up. Either their phones overheated, or either someone got a phone call. I would have been pissed or something. So people were recording themselves, and it ended up being that people end up splitting the money because nobody was not gonna take their hand out. And you know, and so Mr. Beast was worried about people creating a robot to keep their hand on the thing. So it's like, because what it does is you can't just keep your hand in one spot. You have to move it every certain amount of minutes. That way they can know it's a human being. So they'll tell you, move your hand like this, and that, and you got to do that. If you don't do it right, you out of the game. So, yeah, man, YouTubers, they doing their thing, man. I was thinking about doing something similar, but I don't have that money. I was gonna call my segment Mr. Cheap, not Mr. Beast, Mr. Cheap, and I have people do things for the low. All right, man. I got $2. Send me the Cash App right now. What's 10? What's 10 plus 10? First person. Huh? Boom. Boom. You got $2. Just to give somebody call me Mr. Cheap. Mr. Cheap in the building. I'm paying somebody. I'm paying somebody Black and Mild right now. I'm going to buy somebody in Arizona right now. And you know what's going down? It's lunchtime. Let me buy somebody some lunch right now. Okay, what's 2 plus 2 minus 3? First answer wins. Oh, you won. All right, save my $5 cash app. Boom. I think that would be dope. I might do something like that. I think a lot of people will enjoy that too. Like, oh, it's lunchtime. I'm trying to get my lunch paid right now. Hold up. But hey, guys, if you have any questions, y'all got any questions for you? I'm here to answer. Feel free to ask any questions. All right, because right now on my other channels, my comments are off right now. Oh, let me see. Someone did leave a question. I didn't even read it. Let me see. I'm post this up. My comments on my other channel are disabled right now, but you can ask here if you got any questions. Let's see. So, have you heard of Colombia podcast, formerly the Medellin podcast? You know what? On you uploading videos on YouTube, I think I seen like a group of guys sitting down talking. So I don't know if that's them or something like. It was a group of guys talking. I think they was talking about like Colombian women, or were they? I think I seen it. What are the things they talk about? I think we got a new comment. Oh, someone says 305 currency. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Where's the next question? Okay, so the next question is where I'm going next, man. So 2 days ago, we were on what today is 23rd. So 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago, they started flights from Cucuta to Cucuta, Colombia to Bucaramanga. I wanted to go there too, Bucaramanga. And so they started their domestic flights, and it's a very important thing because depending on how well those airports do, depending on how well those airports do, they're going to expand that to other airports. So the mistakes they make, they're going to be monitoring all of that, so that way other airports don't make those mistakes, and just monitor to see whether or not they can keep a safe environment for the traveling public. So I don't know if you guys see my last video on my other channel. I went to a mall, and as I was leaving, the woman wanted to take my information, take it now, write it down. Plus, she wanted to take my temperature. Now, normally they do that when you're walking into the mall, but this mall, they wanted to check you as you were leaving. And not only that, I guess it was because it was leaving time. I guess they were really targeting were the employees to see whether or not did their temperatures change from the time they came in and left. So I think that's kind of dope. So they're gonna have something similar like that when you get into the airports traveling. So from my understanding, what they'll have set up is you're gonna be able to go to the airport before you go to your jetway or anything like that. They're gonna check your temperature. If you're not right, you're just not getting on that plane. And then once you land, there's gonna be someone there to check you as well. So I'm the type of guy when I get on a plane, I get on last, and I get on the plane last, right? And then I also leave the plane last. I'm normally in the back of the plane. You know how they go. You just whatever seat. And so I'm normally in the back side of the plane. And so, if I'm, regardless of anything, if I'm not in the front, I just stay on the seat because there's just so much people trying to get up and trying to move and stuff like that. And I just didn't got no time for that. So I just sit there and I'll wait till everybody get in. Because I'm not normally, if I'm coming into a country, I'm not going to be there for a week. It's probably I'm going to be there for a month or so. So I'm never in like that much of a rush. Yeah, someone that's a good question right here. Yeah, let's see if it uploads. have you ever collabed with YouTube, other YouTubers in Colombia? Collab with other YouTubers, yes. But the idea is it has to make sense. It has to make sense. I don't want to, and I learned this as growing channel. You got to be weary on who you collaborate with, because the one thing is you're gonna grow, right? But do you want that audience to follow you? That some audience is not good for you. You get what I'm saying? So that's something that people just sometimes don't understand. And I had to learn it the hard way, because I was doing collabs with other people, and so I could get some audience from them, but sometimes those audience is not the best. They'll have the best interest for your channel. You know what I mean? And so they don't know, they just got to know you. So you like do collabs with people you are comfortable with their content. So I was looking at this one content creator like today from on YouTube. He lives here. He's a Latino content creator, so I want to see if I can link up with him. And I was looking at his work ethic too. So that's the thing. Another thing I do, because if you're not really working, why do I want to work with you? You're not really working. So I looked and I saw, oh yeah, buddy, he put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? He's doing multiple videos in 1 week. So I want to work. I didn't say anything to him, but maybe we work together, because we both in the same city. And I was looking at some of his videos. It seems similar. He does other things too, but he was just showing people. One video he was showing people around the city. He was just driving around the city, and I was like, wow, oh, okay, that's cool. And because I need someone to show me around town, and he got his own car. I pay gas money, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's drive around. Come on. Come pick up your boy. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up, man. Yeah. Well, we got I don't know where you from, my brother. Is that Japanese? This language right here. What's up? What's up? What's up with you, man? Where you watching me from? Watch, he said he's watching me from Wisconsin. with the name. I'm like, well, oh really, brother? Come on. All right. Matter of fact, I have someone that's asking me a question of, do I keep in contact with MJ or Choo Choo Lady? These are women I met in Asia. MJ, she's a Vietnamese, half Thai woman I met in Pattaya, Thailand, and Choo Choo Lady is a Vietnamese, excuse me, Vietnamese woman I met in Hanoi, and I still have their contacts. I don't keep in contact with them, like talking all the time, but I still have their contacts. Yeah, like and it's strictly just we just say hi, or we talk, or hello, or I might see something and they'll have something they post up and I might just like it or something like that. I don't really talk too much on it to MJ, but it's been a while. I hope she's doing well. Man, you just remind me, I need to check up on her. Let's move on. What is it? I know is that. Let me see. Put this up right here. Okay. You know exactly what you've been watching me for a while. Yeah, man. So thanks, man, for watching me. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a tough thing, because what happens here's why. When it comes to watching who you work with, because it can attract the wrong thing you want. And this is why a lot of YouTubers probably just don't even approach me, right? Because what happens is it's now everything's tied into, like, I don't know if someone's talking right now. Let me see, no one's talking. Everything's tied into the algorithm, pretty much. So YouTube tries to make connections to what your audience likes to watch, right? So you got a predominantly one particular audience that, okay, this audience also watches this channel, right? YouTube will put those channels together. So I was connected to I Am Mawa for a while, right? And in some cases we still have the same videos, you know what I mean? And so like because I was in Colombia the same time he was. I mean, he was doing YouTube videos longer than me, but he was in Bogota. I was in Medellin, and eventually our crowd started watching each other's stuff. So like anytime, and it was kind of good too sometimes because he'll have some popular videos, and his videos will promote my videos, and I thought that was awesome. But depending on how the video's popular, but it's a little sketchy, right? If that video's popular and it's sketchy, and people are coming to my channel, they probably want me to do the same thing too. And I've done that, and I found a lot of success doing that. But I feel like I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy, and so it's like I want and I spoke to Mawa when we were in Thailand. We met. If you haven't seen those videos, we got. I'm on his channel, and I got a video with him. It was a longer video, but the person in the video that was with us, she backed out, and so I had to trim the video out of the video. But we talked, and so. And he's probably mentioned is that he wants to take his channel in a particular direction, and so and that's something I agreed on because I figured as as content creators we want to be what's the word recognized for the work we've done, pretty much recognized. So it's like when you see a video, oh that's Ace Live video. It's not just a regular video of Colombia, because a lot of when we say that, it's like videos of just girls, because when that happens, you don't need to see the one that's filming, you just know that's them. But when you stop doing that, when you start filming that, and I'm a contestant of that, people stop watching. It's not some people stop watching, or YouTube has a way of knowing when you're not doing that. And so the content is not being promoted well. But then you look at other content creators, and they can go to any country in the world, and their audience is right there watching them. They can walk down the street from here to there, and that audience is right there supporting them. And I examine those channels to see where I can figure out, and I noticed that they're just bringing more personality. They're bringing more knowledge. You know what I mean? If some of them speak multiple languages, which is one of the cool reasons, more interaction, stuff like that I need to build on and try to figure out how to do myself. But yeah, they do well. Like they'll walk from here to here, 100,000 views. Here to here, 3. I'm like, yo, I need to get some of that. And they're not doing the woman thumbnails. They just, it's there. You know what I mean? It's there. So you got a hair. Someone asked me, who am I talking about? You got Bald and Bankrupt is a one content creator. I think he has. Man, his channel blew up in 1 year. Okay, 1 year he's already at 1 million subscribers. Blew up 1 year. What he was doing, which is the power of when you do collaborations the right way, it can really be good when you do collaborations. So he was doing collaborations with another YouTuber called Harold, right? And so they would there'll be videos together with them, several videos, and sometimes they'll tag each other's video at each end, right? So YouTube made that connection, and then because they have the similar following, it really stick for both. And so they've been doing well, but not to discredit none, because they put in a lot of work. I modeled some of the stuff I was doing in Thailand based off of what I've seen, because they were putting like multiple videos out and stuff, and that really helped me out by putting out multiple videos, doing daily uploads. I don't do them as much as I do here, but I was doing daily uploads, boom, 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 daily uploads, because I saw that it did something for those channels, and I said, you know what, daily uploads, I'm gonna do the same thing, And when I'm doing the uploads, it was weird because my mornings were people nighttime. You know what I mean? I'm waking up early in the morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock nighttime for people. So it was kind of cool morning time because when it's morning time, people can watch me at 9. Most people are home, and then once they hit 12 o'clock, that's when I start filming, or 11 o'clock, that's when I start filming, and I run home to create footage, content, and then I upload that by 8 o'clock, and that would be morning time for everybody. So they'll go to sleep with a video, wake up with a video. Like, hey, what's going on? Any Latin YouTubers I watch? And I think it's not something I look for, but there are like some like super popular YouTubers. There's one here named Eero, super popular, but that's not the guy I'm trying to link up with. And he's popular though. The Eero guy, he's super popular. He's a Tantu blogger. He's super popular here in Barranquilla. There's another guy here in Barranquilla. All he do is walk around and give girls flowers, but that thing shut down. That video, I don't know how well he's doing now because it's COVID time, baby. But I saw his channel, and he was like one of those rock star guys. I think he had green hair or something like that, and he just walk around giving people girls flowers and make a joke. And so he was doing well. But there's another guy, he's cool. I want to see what's up with him. Barranquillista. Is that the guy you're talking about? The one that gets flowers? Oh, you follow him? Is he doing good? He was doing good, giving flowers out. Yeah, I saw his stuff. He go right into the mall and give people flowers. Boop. I said, damn, player. It's like that. It's like that. Oh man, so him, and then you have who else you have? Eero. I actually reached out to Eero's girlfriend last year when I was in town, and I was trying to see if we could work together. And I think it was going to be something, but I ended up leaving, if I can recall. I think I still have. I don't know if they're together or whatever, but I think I might have her number or something like that. The funny thing is, I was staying where I was staying. Now, I wasn't staying here last year, but where I was staying, like downstairs, there was some form of studio, and his girlfriend worked there. I don't know if that was his girlfriend or not. I don't know, but I had some girl number, and I don't know. We talked a little bit and something like that. We was trying to see whether or not we can make something work, because I most definitely would be down. But with all this social issue thing, I don't know if he'd be down to do something with me. But hell yeah, I will work with Eero, because I know Eero, he got like a strong Latin crowd, and I would love to have a Latin crowd. The only problem about Latin crowd is they want me to translate in every video, and that's something I can't do. I wouldn't be able to do that. So I mean, maybe part of his crowd maybe understand English. So if that's cool, then time to vlog it. Time to vlogger. That's how you say it when he started his channel. Eero. Okay, the other guy you're talking about, the flowers. Okay, yeah, Eero. And then you got what's this guy name? King something. His name is King something. I was just looking at it today. Let me look. Let me look up my history. Maybe I can find it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it. It looks like it's voting day today, guys.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
All right. Let me see. History. Oh yeah, I've been finding a lot of. Where's this video I was just watching? 1 second, guys. Oh, Roy King 50. So he goes around Barranquilla dropping videos. His last video was in Spain. I don't know if he's in Spain, but his other videos were him in here in Barranquilla. So yeah, Roy King 50. That's who I want to work with. Maybe he want to work with me. I think he might want to work with me, and we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. You know, he could show straight. He can interview me. That'd be good. He interview me, I interview him, and then he show me around town. You know, it's something special about having someone that's from here show you around town, and so that's something I've been wanting to do. I said to myself that this week too, I wanted to find myself a tour guide. I'm speaking as if he agreed already. I'll have to ask him. I'll hit him up in the email. But I wanted to get a tour guide that can really show me parts of Colombia that is not really parts of the city that's not even really shown. So like once I'm done here in Barranquilla, the move is to head to Cartagena, because if Cartagena's opening up, I think Cartagena is probably the most popular city in Colombia, and so a lot of women, like if women search for that more than they search for Medellin, if anything, and so women and men. That's why I want to do a video, just create something and then throw it out there and see what it do. Yeah, man. So for sure, Cartagena. It's Cartagena, San Andreas. Whatever order is ready. I would love to hear, because San Andreas Airport is ready. San Andreas does not have any cases of COVID, right? If they do out of random after so long, that'd be weird, but they don't have any cases, right? They haven't had cases for maybe months, right? So they've been waiting to open up their airport. If Barranquilla gets real good, to the point where they say, yo, we open up the airport, you know your boy is out. I am out. I'm calling my landlord, yeah, man, thank you, man. Hey, what's going on? I'm out of here. We gone. And we're going to San Andreas. I want to be there for at least 2 weeks. But I want to at least give it 2 weeks. I want to give it 2 weeks. What I really want to and hope that when it does happen, that one of the hotels is open, and that way I can stay at the hotel. But not only that, I want it to be a really good hotel, and I want to see if I could say, hey man, let me vlog the hotel, give me free, or give me discount. I won't just give it to me free, and then that way I could film. That's one of the perks of being a YouTuber. You can try to get a discount. I really haven't got, throughout my whole career, I really haven't got too much of a big discount. But as your channel grows, and if you can prove that you're gonna be able to like get some views, right? I'm not at the point where I can say I can prove yet, but as your channel grows and you can prove that you're gonna get enough views, you can most definitely use that and say, hey, I'm gonna be here. And for me personally, because of the situation now, advertisement is key. You get what I'm saying? Which is one of the reasons why I'm going to Cartagena, because if the city starts to open up, I will go to Cartagena because people are going to want to see, okay, what's the hotels looking like? Okay, what's the tourism looking like? What can I do when I get there? Is it worth me purchasing a ticket? This is what people are wanting to see. Yeah, like the old videos are cool, but that content afterwards, as of right now, it's really what the knowledge people want to gain when they come here. So and then if you can convince a hotel, like, look, man, let me film this hotel, give me a good discount, or give me, people are gonna come here. People are gonna come here, and like for Colombia, I could pretty much say that I could try to work out a deal. I could pretty much say the video is going to get at least more than 5,000 views. You know, out of that 5,000 views, you're going to get at least 100 people wanting to stay here. And if it gets more than that, then times that by, you know, so I could at least do that. Bro, Australia is not letting people enter or leave. Are you in Australia? Are you a Colombian? Okay, we shout out to Australia in the building. What time is it over there? I've been meaning to go to Australia, but I heard it's super expensive. Australia's not letting people enter or leave, and I'm so impatient to go to Colombia. I've been putting it off for too long. Oh, you haven't been to Colombia? You haven't been, or man, you'll love Colombia. Colombia is a really cool place. You'll love it. What other countries have you traveled to? Have you done to Thailand? Yeah, man, you'll love it. Colombia is cool, man. And if you're coming from Australia, yeah, you should be having. And there's a lot. I don't know what type of visa they have between Colombia and Australia. So you can find a couple Australians here. So I don't know if they get a special visa or something like that. But yeah, and then there's Colombians in Australia. Yeah, I know a couple guys. There's a guy. He's a rapper. What is his name? And he's in Australia. I met him last year. in Barranquilla Carnival. He's a really cool guy. He did a video, a rap video in Cartagena. Yeah, I forgot his name. But yeah, they got a lot of Colombians there. Oh, you only been to South Africa? Okay. Oh yeah, man. You shoot. Only been. That's also on the list. I was just, man. You know, when you're home, you just be thinking random things. So I'm home and I'm like, man. I don't. What I'm saying right now, I got a couple people watching. I am not trying to scare nobody. All right. So this is not official, what I'm telling you, right? What I'm going to say right now. So don't take it too hard or don't assume that this is going down. So pretty much, I was saying to myself when September comes, right, and the borders open, because I've been hearing people say that their flights been canceled in the States, and how certain people had to reschedule their flights to get pushed back and stuff like that. So I hear those. I hear those talks, right? And let's say come September, the U.S. is not in better shape. They should be in good shape. I wouldn't be surprised if the EU does not accept them coming into the country. Still at that moment, because what the EU has it set up is they're going to be reviewing the status of cases in America every 2 weeks, and based off of their review, if they're doing worse than the worst state in the EU, they can't come in. But if they're doing better, then they should be allowed in. So that's the rule. It's a 2 weeks thing they're doing. Now, let's say if they're not doing good, I can see Colombia saying, "Oh, we're not going to let you in either." I can see Colombia saying that. Like if you look at certain islands, they're already doing that. Certain islands are not accepting Americans, right? So I can see them doing that to the point where, okay, they'll wait. And then I was looking like, well, you know what? If the flights do open up here, where can I go? And I said, man, it really would be dope if I could make it to Africa. Yeah. You know what I mean? It would really be dope. Because I know a lot of people want to see how Africa is, especially this whole climate that's been going on in the United States. And there's a lot of content creators over there already, but you know, I know my audience would want to see what's going on in Africa. So that would be dope to just go over there and just like, yo, where the hell am I from? Diarospa in the building. My terrible accent. It's like what country I'm from? Roll the dice, man. Roll the dice. You choose what country you want to say you from. Okay. Most people associate themselves with Egypt. I'm like, nah, it's player. You're not from Egypt. You're not from Egypt, man. Think about it. This is now think about it. When you think about Africa, Egypt, South Africa, because it's named after Africa, right? Like, hey, player, you're not from Egypt, okay? All right, it's part of Africa. It's part of the country. You're not from there, though. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, crazy mess. It's like I hear like to travel in Africa is not cheap. You know, like to live in Africa is cheap, but to travel to different countries is not cheapo. You know what I mean? But I would love to just go over there and just to see it and find the beauty for myself of just the landscape. And I would love to find like a area where like people can actually move to, like how I talk sometimes about Colombia, like, oh yeah, you could do a retirement here. I would love to find the same situation in Africa as well. Because the talk about Africa is negative talks about Africa are talks about AIDS and random disease and the killings and stuff like that. Those are the talks about robberies and stuff like that. I mean, those things happen everywhere, but I think there's like certain countries you can travel to and think about that. I should be doing videos in Haiti. Yeah, man. I was also thinking about that, but that actually is I'm gonna have to wait to do videos in Haiti as well, because we have a YouTuber over there that's creating content. And I saw he was doing really good. He's been doing good. The truth of the matter is people like to see things they've never seen before. Or for the Haitian community, they want to see their old neighborhood, see how that's doing. Very interesting. And to show Haiti in a better light would be a dream for me, from my perspective. But I have to postpone that right now. If you didn't see my other video or my live stream, I talked about someone getting kidnapped close to our family. I don't get into too much detail, but someone was kidnapped. And so the whole deal was a mess, exposed a lot of stuff about the organizations they have in Haiti right now. And it's like a company they run. You got your employee that picks up the person. Then you got the guy that watches the persons. It's multiple people staying there. Then you got the negotiator trying to negotiate hundreds of thousands of dollars for that person. And the person that I'm talking about, been living in Haiti all their life. Needless to say, I was speaking to my mother, and she's like, "You can't go. She's gonna disown me." That's what she said. So I see, she said, "We'll just gotta wait till a better time to go." So one time, soon, soon. Right now is not a good time, but there are like really good spots in Haiti that I just want to show people. I also want to talk about the messed up parts, the messed up issues that are happening in Haiti. And so I just don't have enough information where I could just outright and I just, I got to do a little bit more research. But, I've been hearing about so much corruption, and I'm not even going to get into Haitian corruption. I want to get into the American Haitian corruption, the American politician Haitian corruption. I think that's more important, because people say, oh yeah, you got different countries taking over Africa. The same situation in Haiti, similar. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's not. You know, for my mom to mention me not going to her homeland where she was born, and then that was the tipping, because I was gonna go there actually this year. My sister called me last year to tell me she's going there for her birthday this year. And so I was like, okay, you go. I have no choice. I have to go. You know what I mean? I'm going to be in Colombia at the time. What I'll do is I'll catch the flight over there if you go in there. That's what I told her. And she got pregnant. So she ain't go. And, you know what I mean? She was not going to go with that belly. That's a wrap. She had got pregnant, so she ain't go. Yeah, man. And then besides that, the whole COVID thing happened. So everything was shut down by the time it was her birthday. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I thought it would be real cool because I've seen videos of the amazing, beautiful beaches in Haiti. And, I'm going to be biased. I love Haitian food, but there's like in Cap Haiti, there's like a nice little area where you can eat some nice fish, fried fish, and it's that nice turquoise blue water and everything. And I wanted to examine that area and also examine the businesses in the area. Who owns those businesses, So, and hopefully I can highlight the Haitian entrepreneurs that live in the area. Like, okay, this is a business right here, and if they're good business, that's one thing you don't want to do. What happened here? Like a scratch. Yeah, is somebody talking? No, nobody talking. So yeah, we'll take these guys off. It's like they're done for the day. They're done. We'll remove these guys. I wish I had caught them. Right. Tomorrow I'll be here earlier. I'm gonna check in at 7 o'clock to see if they start talking earlier. But yeah, man, I wanted to see some of the businesses they have there, and yeah, you gotta be as a YouTuber. This is another thing because we were talking about YouTube, right? And keep these questions coming if you have any more questions, right? So, as a YouTuber, you have the social responsibility. You have the responsibility to be careful on giving people information, referring people. So I get this a lot. People will contact me and say, "Hey, can you refer me here? I need someone to do this, that, and that, and this." And before, earlier in my stays as a YouTuber, I would do that, but then I learned big time that was not the right way. That wasn't the best way of doing things, referring people. So in the past, I would refer tour guides, right? And when you get a subscriber to contact you, like, yo, I went with this particular tour guide and it was terrible. It's like, cut that off, wrap that up. So I told myself, and this is like happened, and it was a different people, different tour guides, because I have mentioned that in the past, and I say, you know what, man, as my channel get big, I just can't be dealing with feeling terrible because I referred someone. So I stopped. I took out people's names or numbers away and stuff like that, and I just kept it moving, because even though those guys could be good people, it just, once you get that bad review, it's like you got to think about it. Everybody has a bad day and stuff, but you just got to think about it like, yo, you know what? Keep it cordial, keep it moving. And someone asked me, man, your best bet is to look online and see what's available. Your best bet is to look online and see what's available. The only thing I would refer people is to major establishments. For sure, like, oh yeah, go here. This hotel, it's here. It's not going nowhere. Okay, that's the hotel. You call them up, they close. So that's the thing I'll do. but like referring people, I just can't do that no more. That's you learn that. Do you still run the WhatsApp? Yeah, I got 3 WhatsApp. I got 3 WhatsApp groups. Let me see if they talking. I have the original Columbia WhatsApp group, and then there's another one I started this year. It says, yeah, I got Colombia, and then I have one in Asia that just covers whole Asia. And the brothers in the Asia WhatsApp group are just more concerned about what's happening in Asia. So pretty much the conversation is quarantine talk. You got a couple of members, different places right now. You know, you got a couple members, and I don't know about any members that's in Asia right now, but there's Asia talk. I'm not too sure. Maybe there is. There's a couple members in there, and then you got a couple members in Colombia right now. You know, so you got how many people I can say, bro? Maybe 7 people, 7, 8 people in the group there. Look who's talking right now. Look at this guy right here. How do you join the? You know, I haven't been promoting it anymore, right? I don't really promote it. So the way you join is you send me an email and I give you the information. That's how I do it. You just tell me what group you want to be in, and I give you the information. The original group is locked down when it comes to Columbia WhatsApp group, but there's another one. He's in the group already. He's talking good. You know, I had a couple of supporters, right? As I started my YouTube career, he's one of the first supporters. He wasn't even living in Colombia. Now he's living in Colombia right now. Love Crossing Borders, doing his thing in Cali, Colombia. He was one of my first supporters. He was one of my first supporters. A guy named Alex. I don't know where Alex went. And then you had Richie Rich. Yeah, Richie Rich was y'all know Richie Rich. If some of y'all know Richie Rich, he has a channel called Roll the Tape. Yeah, so a lot of cool supporters. Yeah, I did a collab. As a matter of fact, I dropped a video with them this week. Cali, Colombia video. Yes. I did a video with them. If you look at my videos of Cali, Colombia candy, that's a video. And I filmed that video last year. However, I never released the video because it was a lot of shakiness involved. You know, I found some purpose in. Yeah, I brought it back out. It was unreleased footage. What good? I just want to fly drones. You know what? That's what you have to do on YouTube now. I just want to find DJI drones. That's it. Okay, that's all we do it on this. So, for this, I say MacBook, man. I don't have a MacBook. Let me show you my computer right now. Let me see if I can. You're looking at yourself, looking at me, looking at yourself. There you go. That's you right there. Right? So I have this, an HP computer. It's a touch screen, right? It's been good to me for the most part, but I decided that, you know what, I need to switch it up. It's been good to me, man. So I decided, yeah, I need to switch it up because it's, you know, it's when it comes to editing 4K content, I have a Filmora. Filmora does the job. I like Filmora because it does the job, but nowadays you can edit off your cell phone, man. There's a new app, well, I came across called, what's it called? KineMaster, right? So I added a new it's not a new intro, but a new subscribe template off my cell phone, and you could edit it up to 4K if you want to off of that. And I was like, man, I wonder. And then it has transitions, cool, like some dope transitions, and they have dope things that you can do with your video that is not on Filmora. And I'm like, yo, like you could really edit off your cell phone. I know you couldn't edit off your cell phone, but if you're gonna do that, there's a couple ways of doing it to get the best type of quality. Because I edited some videos off my cell phone one year when I was in Medellin. I had it all planned out because I didn't want to because I still be in Medellin for the days. I said, while I'm over there, I'm gonna edit some film and upload it while I'm there. And I came up with the idea and just said, why don't I just edit footage off of my cell phone? I'm already going to be filming from my cell phone. What I was doing is before I was filming from my cell phone and then get home, put it in my computer and edit. But I found this software called iShot or something like that, and I edited with that. I was cool with it. There's a couple of things you can't do, right? But I was cool with it, and it did well. Those videos did well, but I say if you're gonna do it, I would recommend you do it. And I haven't done it yet, but I recommend you do it with footage from a professional camera. But I don't know how well the editing software can handle that type of file gigs size. Might be too big. Might be doable. Might be doable. Oh, when I remastered from Medellin, where I don't know which. Oh yeah, the remastered versions, and then I stopped because it was time to travel. I stopped. Now those are like the remastered ones on my official, like those. It's like 6 different videos. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that video up, man, because I was using a DSLR camera to film that, and man, that camera gives you interesting quality, right? But the problem with that camera was its lens. It had a problem focusing. What it does is does a hunting thing. You know, we have a cell phone when you try to focus on something, it just goes back and forth, focus in and focus out. It would do that. And not only would it do that, it would make noise while it's doing it. So I always had to lock focus to get the image, and that's not good when you're on the go and you're on the run. You like really filming real life. Now, if you're in a stable environment, you can do that. You can just set it up and focus every shot. But it's time consuming. In me going outside, it's a bulky laptop. People notice it. Like the DJI, I ain't gonna lie, I've been really loving the DJI. The DJI is so easy to use. It's so good, man. I can't lie, man. Just using the DJI, you put it in your pocket, boom. You can go inside if you go into a nightclub or something like that. If they don't check you well, boom. You're in the nightclub. Flip out your camera. People just think you're filming with your camera, and you got a fancy it's like a portable charger. They think it's like a portable stick or something, and you just, oh yeah, not knowing that you filming real, for real. You filming big time. You know what I mean? Then I have a zoom camera. Lost that here, man. That was detrimental to me too, because it was the footage. I went out. I had it on my book bag. Lost my book bag. I went to this was the last day of the carnival. I lost it. Felt terrible. I filmed like some of the best footage ever in that camera. Lost the camera. Lost the book bag. Lost everything. Lost my cell phone. Everything was in that book bag. And so wallet, everything. ID. Thank God the only thing I didn't have was my passport. Yeah, and because of that, I'm here. But I think that was a blessing in disguise, because you got to look at the bad and see what happened, what you did with the bad. So when I lost all that, I decided, you know what, I have to stay in Barranquilla longer because I have to order a new debit card, right? I don't have a debit card, so I got to stay in the city longer. I didn't take out my Osmo pocket, so I still had that, and I was really bummed out. And I said to myself, you know what? I need a film. I need to film. I need to film, and I don't have that camera. And I was loving that camera. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna film. You know what? I went somewhere to fix the battery of my computer. My computer battery was malfunctioning, right? I had to get a new battery. Yeah. So this is the old one. So I had to go to you can see how adjusted I am. I have stuff already in these cabinets. So drawers. And so I had to go to like this plaza that this has nothing but technology over there. And when I went there the first time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my camera and film the area. So that's what I did. Boom. I said, you know what? I was walking around because I had filmed it with my cell phone prior to me losing everything. But then I said, you know what? I was walking around here. Why don't I just take the DJI and film it for real? And that was the birth of my downtown Barranquilla videos. That was the birth. So I started walking downtown, showing you. If you look at from part one, that's me in the plaza. Part two is when I end up going deep into downtown and meeting the Venezuelan girls, right? And then after that part, they said to come back, came back, and ended up, it was just the two girls. It was like 5 of them before, 5, 6 before. And it was just the 2 girls. So I just made them my tour guides. Now I want people to know, well, it's 5 of y'all. I want y'all to know, like, I could have done that myself. I walked it myself. I already knew people would want to enjoy that idea of me following girls. So I did that, but I thought it would be a win-win situation because they will bring me to spots that they are used to hanging out with. So they didn't really know the area as I thought they did, though. So we walked around because one of the girls didn't even live in that area. The other one did, but she didn't really walk around that area as much. And so we did that. And then I said, you know what? Since I know them now, and one already was offering to come over and be my personal maid, I actually called her out and I said, look, oh, somebody's talking right now. Hold on. Let's see what they're talking about, guys. Hold on. I need to know what they're talking about. Add to the stream. Come on. See if they're
Well, let's stop that person because they have dark skin and maybe they're dealing drugs. Systemic racism.
okay. He's not talking about anything. He ain't talking anything. So yeah, so and then I created these series. Like all those videos I made, they did help me financially in terms of me staying in the city. So because of that, I say everything happened for a reason, because I probably would have went to another city and it would have been, who knows, I could have been in Santa Marta right now, or I could have been in another place that would have who knows what type of videos I could have created if I went there. So I ended up staying here for a reason. Ended up giving you more of the city. We did the nightlife videos. When my friend told me to go, let me tell you, man, I went out one night. He said, yo, man, what's going on? And I was like, man, I'm over here, man. Come over here, man. He said, nah, man, come over here. And I was like, man, I'm not going over there, right? Some dude I met last year, right? Yeah, y'all see it. He's also in the video, right? So when he told me that, it's a video, Baile La Calle. I met him in the line. I was in the line, and he was with a group of people, and we was in the line together, but then I saw him again. We ended up partying together, and I ended up trying to meet. He was with some woman, and I ended up dancing with that woman. And the woman bit me at the end of the night. I still have that mark. I don't know why would I still have that mark after 1 year, but I remember she bit me, and it was like a teeth mark here. It's gone. It's finally gone. Now there it is, like a line right here. You can't see it. So we get like, we didn't say hi to each other, but one time when I came back this year, he saw me at the mall. He's like, "Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's up, brother?" And so he invited me to go hang out with him and his brother. And so the second night, he told me, "Yo, we over here at the spot. Come over." I said, "Man, yo, is it popping? Is it good?" "Yes, come on." I said, all right, I'm coming. All right, and he showed me a video. I said, "Man, it's boring over there." He sent me a video on WhatsApp. I said, "Man, it's boring. Why I want to go over there?" I said, "You know what? I'll go over there." And I thought it was awesome because it's like, yo, this is not somewhere a tourist would come to. This is not a place. This is where straight up neighborhood local will go to. And I said, yo, this is a prime experience I can share with people, and that's something I love, that I was able to show that raw experience, not being in a tourist area. This is not a place that targets tourists or something. It's just local vibes, and I thought that was dope, you know. So I couldn't have done that if I left, and it really gave me more insight on maybe me connecting with other locals that live in other countries, other cities. Oh, we can't even talk about that. Yeah. Now, if I had left, I would not have been able to be a part of what we did on the channel when we started helping out people. That was dope. Yeah, like I got an email from someone. I didn't respond back, but she was like, "Look, if you guys are gonna do it again, let me know. I want to be a part of it." I guess she saw one of my videos. I don't know if she's an expat or something like that. I didn't respond to her, but she said something about the reason why I didn't respond, because I don't think we're gonna be doing it again. If it gets to that point, but people are working now, you know, so that's why I haven't brought it up. But for sure, if she said she would like to be part of, I don't know, she help out in some way, in some capacity. Yeah, I guess it was everything happened for a reason. You know what I mean? I like to think that somehow I'm being used by God, and I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, you can use me. All right, go ahead. I like to think that sometimes, you know what I mean? And I say, you know what? I don't know how I'm doing it. It must be God making sure I'm able to do it. You know what I mean? I tell myself that. So like, all glory to go to Him. You know, He want to help. He want to use me. He go ahead and continue to use me. I'm here for it. You know, I literally like, you know, walking down the street, and I might see someone that need help or something, and I just like, don't lowball him. Just give him this, give him that, man. You ain't gonna do with it. You ain't gonna do nothing with it. Boom. And you know, when you start talking to a lot of people who are working, especially the ones that are working in the street, trying to maintain you get an idea like how much you get paid, how much, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is your average wage you make a day? And then you realize if you could help that person, out, they can go home happy and purchase some stuff for their family or whatever, you know, it's gonna, in the long run, it's gonna help. So okay, let me see. Shout out to Louisiana in the building. What's up, Louisiana? We know what we gonna do. we're gonna do another 10 minutes, guys, because I gotta get back to editing some footage. You know what I mean? But this I do love doing though. I really enjoy this. You know what I mean? It's not too much of a crowd right now. I do enjoy doing this. And once this whole stimulus thing is over with, I'm gonna try to have some of you guys, if you want to join the live stream. All you need is a cell phone, and what I'll do is I'll have a link in the description, and all you gotta do is just click that link, and then you'll be able to come right here, like one of these boxes right here, and you can, you'll be part of the conversation if you're down to do that. You've been there a lot of time, and have a lot of interesting things to talk about, and recently helping you've been giving. Yeah, man, that's what we're here for. Oh, you can't donate here, man. You can't donate here, man. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can try to see what's up with that. But not right now. It's cool. Let me see. Any last questions, guys? You got any last questions? We have Russia in the building. What's up, a Russia fan? Shout out to Russia in the building. What's up, Russia? What's going on in the building? Russia in the building, bro. I can't make no puffy cheek, man. It's already puffy. I can't make no puffy cheek, man. Oh man. Oh. Oh man. Yeah, man. But yeah, anyone else got one last question? One last question before your boy go, man. One last question, man. Let's see. I gotta get to work. I want to edit this video. Hopefully I can get it to you guys by tonight. I don't know, but we'll try. How did I start making videos? I already had videos. I was already filming stuff. I just didn't know what to do with them. So I decided to upload them on YouTube. It's as easy if you are the type of guy that has a Snapchat, or you're the type of guy that already uploads videos of yourself on like Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that, then depending on that, whatever you're uploading, you got to think about it. If you are a well-opinion type of person where you can really talk about something that you're passionate about, then it's easy. If you're talking about something that you're passionate about, it's easy. You know what I mean? And you really know what you're talking about, it's easy. You just you get what your best camera available. For most people, that's their cell phone. I'll say this. This is how I end it. We'll just talk about like early setups for YouTubers, right? If you're gonna be a YouTuber, early setup off top. First, if you don't have like a professional camera or a camera just to film, but you have a cell phone and your cell phone camera works, use that. If you're gonna do that, just make sure your camera has, and this is something I've struggled with too, but make sure you have some stability on that camera. So maybe you put it on a tripod so it doesn't move if you're just gonna be talking. But let's say you're trying to show some stuff, try to see if you can get one of those things, gimbals, walking gimbals. Those things really take away all that shakiness from a video. It makes it enjoyable to watch. If you're filming if the camera, the footage don't look right, like the camera is off or something like that, try to film with the best lighting available. So when you have better lighting, the footage will look better, because even though the camera is not good, best lighting available. And yeah, man, just and believe in yourself, man, and just try to create your content. You know, what's so interesting about people is you can watch 100 videos and another at like the bare DNA of the video is the its own thing. It might be similar, but it's different because of the way the person edits. No one edits the same. You know, there's always that difference. So create your own style when you get to editing, whatever. You never know. It might be something that people enjoy seeing the way you do it. I used to say, I don't say it as much, but I used to say, always stay live in my videos at the end, right? And it was just something I said, but a lot of people like to hear me say that. And that's something you can do, create a call, you like to say. And number one thing, starting off the gate. So this thing in terms of hard work pays off, right? So if you're gonna start your video, and it's kind of hard to imagine where you're gonna be, but just think about like these videos are not getting views now, but eventually they're gonna get views, right? What do you want people to take away from that video, right? I still struggle doing that, right? But eventually I'm gonna get it right. But what do you want people to take away from their videos? You want, for one, you want them to enjoy the video, right? For whatever it is. If it's a sad video or whatever, you want people to find some form of value from that video, enough for them to subscribe. So that's something you want to do when you do videos. Remind people to subscribe. That way people do subscribe, because you don't tell people they're not gonna subscribe. You know what I mean? So I have like a bunch of videos I wish I had call of actions in that did well, but I didn't put no call of action in, so the people didn't subscribe. So I've been working on fixing that moving forward. These are the things you learn, man. Hey, anyways, guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Woo, we did good, man. We did good. We didn't talk about stimulus today, but it was all good. It was good talking to you guys. And I look forward. There's supposed to be a bill proposed about the stimulus today, so hopefully we get something. We hear something about the stimulus bill today. If not, I'm gonna be on them tomorrow, early, before 10 o'clock. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be watching at 8 o'clock, just in case they try to switch up. I'm gonna be watching at 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock your time, just in case they want to switch up and do it early, extra early. So I catch them. Normally they don't do broadcasting on Fridays. If they don't, I'll be doing another stimulus broadcast Tuesday, because that's when they pick up. Tuesdays, Mondays they don't. All right. So thanks, guys, and I see you in the next one. All right. Appreciate the conversation. It was really good, guys. All right. Bless. All right. And we still live. This is the awkward part, pressing the blessing button. Okay. All right. Yo.